Episode 30. It's another beautiful day in Borgia Marina. And it's a weird one, too. It's a weirdly beautiful day in Borgia Marina. It always is. I don't know, it feels like there's something kind of sinister going on, just with the town in general. Maybe I'm just saying that because of all the weird timeline stuff that I can't piece together. Maybe I'll just feel more relaxed in Borgia Marina after we solve this mystery regarding Pena's origin, and I can establish a timeline a bit better. It's probably just me though, right? No time to waste. Let's go talk to Tonu. Figure out this mystery that we're piecing together. Did I get this constellation? I think I did. The timeline thing that's confusing me is how old, well, everyone was when Pena disappeared. I assume she was like a baby or something on this fishing boat, or some small child. But the way everyone talks about it, it sounds like it was like just yesterday or something. I don't even know what time, well, when this is, when this game takes place. One might assume it's like just setting current day, right? 2020 something or whatever. But then sometimes it feels like it's 1990 because there are people from World War II around that don't look that old. And the technology in Borgia Marina doesn't seem, well, up to date or anything. It could just be a rustic village. But also, Diana was taking online classes at the beginning of the game, so that would point more towards modern day. I guess it's just modern day, right? Easiest answer. Occam's razor. Tanu, what do you want? Good morning, Arciana. We were wondering if we could possibly ask you a few questions. Oh well, here comes the wannabe detective. And with an assistant, no less. To do the footwork for you, is it? I don't assist anyone. Can't even help myself. Tanu, I know it's a sore point, but I have to ask you about the missing girl. What did I say, darned? I know she was your daughter. I can't imagine carrying that weight around. Building the Colosseum was less tiring than listening to you. If I answer your questions, will you promise you'll leave me alone? And for the record, I really don't want to. Of course. Where to start? Ah, so it's one of these then. There weren't that many, what are these? Interrogations. There weren't that many interrogations when I looked at them in the Mind Palace, like a single-digit number, I think around 5 or something. This might very well be the last one. And look at that. He's got a short temper, so we only get 2 tries. We already failed that one time on Lectua, so we'll probably end up failing here, based on how difficult the last one was. I gotta remind myself how these work again. These are the facts. Here is his statement. I guess we start with his statement. That's the only thing we can do. Why do I have to think about that particular day? Let it go, kid. We're answering with, we're giving him the answer for why to start with. No more fishing boats. The fire at Villa Fidato. Tonu's always been reluctant. Piazza was more crowded than usual. None of these really feel like why. The why in this case being we want to solve Pena's disappearance from Borgia Marina, and that all had something to do with the disappearing boats, which had to do with the fire and everything, so it feels like this would have to do with what I was just saying, but I don't think it's direct enough. Maybe we start with emphasizing, because there's 2 of it. It is a sore subject for him. Damn. Yeah. Emphasizing right out the gate with Tanu doesn't work. Go figure. Alright, then we'll go with my gut. That was wrong too. Immediate failure. I wasn't really trying too hard because I felt like this was going to be the case, that I wouldn't get very far. This is kind of the crappy way to play the game, isn't it? Just keep on trialing and erroring until you get the right card. He's only got like 2 tries this time, so if you do that, you'll have to kind of reroute back to wherever you last, well, however far you got. And that would be a lot of wasted time, but I guess we can just try to do our best once we get a solid lead. Okay, so why? Why does he have to think about that day? Maybe we press him. Nope. Again, I'm still not trying too hard at the beginning. Still no solid lead. Then I think would be the fire. Or... yeah, it's the fire. Okay. So that's the route we're going with. Not with Pain, but with the fire. Yeah, the day of the big fire. Ask someone else. We got another press with that? Wait, did we? I thought we only had 1 press. We had 2? Or did we get like 1 back? I don't know. Ask someone else. I don't see how any of these would have to do with asking someone else. Except for maybe this, more crowded than usual. No. This doesn't answer his question or his statement to ask someone else in any way. I'm just drawing very loose connections between these cards. It's hard to really get into this one because I'm having trouble making any connection to what he's saying with any of the other cards. Usually I have to choose between several cards. That could be the answer. But in this case I feel like none of these feel like the correct answer, so I'm not choosing between potential candidates. So yeah, there's only 1 press, but... oh, that doesn't actually work, wait. Did it just like happen to work that other time? No. No, wait, I'm forgetting already. It was a fire, obviously. That's why there was still 1 press, because I didn't use a press. Okay. So yeah, the fire. Let's try a little harder than not at all. The day of the big fire, ask someone else. We know it's not more crowded than usual. Maybe this is just telling us that he's being reticent about talking, so we just want to press him on this. He's being difficult to work with, so we press him. Okay, that is it. See what happens when you try more than not at all. Okay, nothing else happened. Listen, I don't feel like talking today. Alright, that last sentence, listen, I don't feel like talking today. He's talking about his mood today. So that means we empathize with him, right? Maybe. It could also be this, that he was reluctant, but this isn't really like a contradictory or an agreement thing with this statement and this fact, so I think we just empathize with him. Wrong. We don't empathize with him. Empathizing with Tanu is always the wrong answer, until it's the correct one. Nope. He doesn't feel like talking. Nothing else happened. Maybe we focus on that first part. Nothing else happened. Yeah, after that day, no more fishing boats came. That's a contradiction. Or not. It's very vague. I guess at this point I've given up on doing these well. How embarrassing. Where's fire? Here it is. And press him. felt like that was a good answer, though. Nothing else happened being contradictory to this weird other event, but that's not the direction we're going with, and we're not empathizing either. So I guess it is this, that he's very reluctant to talk about that day. Again, it's not really like a contradiction, and again, we're not focusing on contradictions in this game. It's not like Ace Attorney or whatever. We're just looking for cards that maybe coincide, I guess, and these coincide. This might be it. Okay, now we're getting more stuff. When I think about my little girl, it breaks my heart. I search the ends of the earth, and I won't rest until I find her. I think we just emphasized that first one. Oh, we also got this card. Tonu's daughter disappeared on the night of the patron saint's day festival. She was the source of all my joy. We were always going to the beach on that awful night. I think these two maybe go together. The new information here is that they were going to the beach. And the piazza is at the beach. Right? Am I thinking of the right one? The piazzale? The one in front of the trattoria? So what we're establishing here is that she got lost amongst the crowd, maybe? Maybe. Wrong. Tough nut to crack. I mean, we can just try this one, I guess. Nothing. Yeah, that didn't make sense to combine those. They basically came from the same source, so wouldn't really make sense in a puzzle design sort of sense to combine those. Okay, here we go again. The fire. Press him here. I think there are just certain things about this whole interrogation game that I'm not getting. Sometimes it's like this, where it does feel kind of obvious what you do. Wait, was I on the wrong step? I spoke too soon. Right, this wasn't the emphasize part. I made the same mistake again. Alright, let's try something new. Search the ends of the earth, won't rest until he finds her. What about the fishing boats? No, that doesn't really have anything to do with that. Have we... We just tried this, right? Combining these two, yeah. Always at the beach. Did we try this? We might have already tried that, but... How many restarts has this been? I really should have these all memorized by now, but they always shuffle the positions of the cards. I don't really understand why these two cards go together. I mean, they're like talking about the same thing, but they're not. I don't really see how this like provokes new information in the sense of an interrogation. The emphasize card makes the most sense, I guess. We haven't tried emphasizing with this, I guess. But it's wrong. At least we tried something new. I think. I might have already tried that. Maybe we try empathizing again? It was. You empathized twice on a row on that. That does make sense in its own sense, I guess. If you get the ball rolling with empathizing, you don't want to lose that momentum, so just keep on empathizing. I suppose I can live with that. That night I ran to the villa and left her with Lucia. Alright, new information. She was watching her, and the next minute she was gone. Piazza was more crowded than usual. Piazza is where Lucia's is, the trattoria. But I feel like based on all the other things that I've been dealing with, this is probably going to be it, right? Just the obvious things that talk about the very same explicit thing, the disappearance of the daughter. Okay, no. Sometimes it's just loosely connecting these cards, and sometimes you have to be... I don't know how to describe it. And again, it's fire. Was that not fire? Here. I'm just looking at all the cards at once. Alright, let's put these two cards over here. It's important to know which cards have just been like sitting motionless for a while. It's kind of fourth wall breaking, but that's how you know that, well, you might know when it's time to use them, if they've been just sitting around for too long. And emphasize again. Alright, so let's go with my gut this time. The Piazza, where Lucia's is. Okay, sometimes it is that. Pawn to your lecture, everyone had Medeo's gelato. Even got some from my pop. Everyone had Medeo's gelato. Even the fisherman. Okay. And now the fisherman, right? Oh wait, that's a fact. I feel like this one might be endgame to go up here, so this one probably combines with one of these two. Disappearance of the daughter? Alright, I think I already tried that one. No more fishing boats. Haven't he searched the ends of the earth? What? Wait, how'd you get that? What are you trying to suggest? That Borgia Marina magically disappeared from all the maps? Hang on. I don't understand. We're at the solution right now, but how did we jump to that conclusion? How did that card produce that response? What was this again? Press. Okay, this was... So I think I talked about this being a combination before. That he talks about searching the ends of the earth, and along that same train of thought, the fishing boats go out of Borgia Marina, like to the ends of the earth. That's where that connection point is. The reason I wanted to combine these before, and I guess I didn't try this until just that last run, the reason I wanted to combine them was because I thought it would imply that his daughter ended up on one of these boats. But instead, the response that he gives from this No more fishing boats came to Borgia Marina. Okay, so, yeah. I guess when I read this card I was thinking no more fishing boats left Borgia Marina, or just the fishing trade stopped. That this card was related to the fishing trade in general, basically. Saying that this is how his daughter disappeared. But it seems like this card is more about how just nothing came back into Borgia Marina. So the reason we're combining these cards is because of that weird stand around Borgia Marina keeping things from coming in or going out. I don't see how we reach that conclusion by combining these two cards. All contact with the outside world stopped after that night. Guess I'm just gonna have to watch this recording on my own time again to understand what's going on, combining those cards. Might just be clear as day and I'm just not getting it. Anyway, we already solved this, I just need to get the cards again. I don't know about this one. Even with these three cards, I don't feel like we're getting to the conclusion that that I've thought ever since like a couple episodes ago, but... Does it matter like what order we put these in? I don't really see how these three combine to get that result anyway, but whatever. Tonu's daughter disappeared on the night of the patron saint's day festival. Everyone had Medeo's gelato. Pawn, Chea, Lexua, and even the fishermen. For some reason, all contact with the outside world stopped after that night. How do any of these three connect? I mean, the fisherman was Tonu's daughter disappearing, assuming she was on the boat. And then all the boats stopped after all contact with the outside world stopped, but I guess we'll just see where Diana goes with this. This one was completely over my head. I'm so lost. Satisfied? Are we done now? What information were we getting? Confronting Tonu face to face helped me learn a little more about the night of the patron saint's festival. Now all that's left is to connect the dots. What information did we get? Oh, that everyone had a cone. Cone for Chia. Chia had a nice gelato at the party. Cone for the child. Tonu's daughter asked her dad for her favorite gelato. Cone for Lexua. Lexua came to the piazza to fish, when he decided to get a gelato. Cone for Pawn. We have like 12 cards for this mystery. Pawn was at the patron saint's festival and decided to get a gelato. I think so. I believe what Diana believes. I am right there with you, Pena. We are both basically the Watson right now, that has no idea what's going on in Sherlock's mind, and it's all going to be revealed to us shortly. But I also have to play a part in the deduction, I guess, when the diorama inevitably pops up. You think? No, we're done, period. We might need to ask you something else. But what are you trying to do? What do you want from me? I want to help you. Waste of time, girlie. You're too late. Time spent looking for something is never wasted. I feel like Diana's kind of in her endgame mode right now. She's got that kind of confident, radiant aura about her. Like she's solved everything already, and I'm just waiting for her to tell me with bated breath. I'll just have to really rack my brains. The missing girl. The night on which the fire broke out at Villa Fidato, the girl vanished into thin air without leaving a trace. Into thin air. Okay. Minetto tried all the flavors. Only one person didn't manage to get any gelato. The fire broke out at Villa Fidato. The gelato. Everyone has their own taste when it comes to gelato. Depending on what they want, each customer can get 1 scoop, 2 scoops, or 4 scoops of gelato. What a weird rule to add to the mystery. I kind of like it. It's so weird, for this crucial moment in the game, to be playing with ice cream and everyone's taste, but it kind of feels like their personality, you know? Like you're incorporating their personality into this big mystery about this missing girl. All of these people that you met throughout your entire vacation in Borgo Marina. Try matching each person with different gelato flavors to find out what they like. Don't forget that Medeo only has a limited amount of gelato to serve. If there aren't enough scoops left of the requested flavor, Medeo won't be able to serve it. Look at all of these cards. So many cards. It's basically just the ice cream. That's the only mystery. There are 10 turns and it's all ice cream. That's kind of hilarious. How do we even begin? These cards are infinite for the flavors, but there are a limited amount of flavors. That is, 4 of each flavor. Is this going to be a mass game where we end up with 0 flavors at the very end? Only one person didn't manage to get any gelato, so maybe because he runs out, that one person doesn't get gelato at the very end. These are cause and effect cards, and our effects are the flavors. Makes sense. Let's just start with our good guy pawn. Our baseline guy. Look at that. Pawn was at the important Patron Saints Festival break and decided to get a gelato. There is still some bugs. Oh, well, I guess typos rather than bugs. That'll probably be patched out in the next patch or whatever. Alright, pawn. So is this tutorial again? Each customer can get 1 scoop, 2 scoops, or 4 scoops. But we don't decide, do we? It seems like the customer will decide how many scoops they want and we decide how many of each scoop they get. Maybe. Well, Pawn is a funny guy. I don't remember what we had with him the first time we had that tour with him and ate some gelato. I think he had mint. That might just be me projecting. I just like mint. Medeo has a cone of mint gelato. For pawn. He had 2 scoops of mint that time, okay. How about Lexua? He sees his brother having some ice cream and decides he wants some himself. But he likes the fish, because he's a fisher, so he has the fish-flavored gelato. I guess it's called the special flavor, it's got like orange and fish in there. No, he's too busy fishing. Even for the fish flavor, you won't stop? Oh, I guess we do that later. After... Okay, exactly what I said. His brother has some ice cream and then he wants some. He just had to actually tell his brother about it. I didn't actually expect that to be the reason. Gio and Seba. Let's just see if we get the right flavors for them. Basic chocolate. I guess we only decide one flavor for per card and... Oh, they're on the piazza. Didn't even realize. And then they come out. Great. Well, here's one for you, Mama Lucia. I bet you like the special flavor. She gets 4. Good to know. Big eater. Yeah, I think the first thing we do for this game is just establish how many ice cream cones they get. Or how many scoops. And then we decide flavors. How about Minatu? He gets like a ton, right? Or just one. Wait. We didn't even decide the flavor. Ah. Oh, they're the fishermen. Yeah, this one isn't a cause and effect card, it's just him going again and again. I guess this one just repeats sometimes. Well, the fishermen just came, so let's give them some of the fish ice cream, I guess. Or are they not in the piazza yet? No, they come over. Oh, they're coming over, but... weird. I guess I do have to walk over before they can get the ice cream. How about Chia? She's not here. She's over there. When does she come in? Minatu again, maybe? Oh, and then Chia comes in on turn 8 or so, at the very end, along with the kids. So yeah, they're the last few, I guess, that come in. What, you're the person that doesn't get gelato? Oh, because I use the tub. I'm pretty sure that person should get gelato, because we have a card that says they get a tub, so... I just need to use the tub sometime later on turn 8 or something. Maybe. One for Chia. It seems like when Minatu eats ice cream he doesn't take from the pool. I don't think so. Because he got 2 scoops of chocolate just now and there's still so many chocolate. When does that fire break out anyway? Chia only gets 1. Should I be writing this down? He always wants more, that Minatu. I'm not sure how we fit all of these cards in, but I guess just by a process of elimination they're all going to get a turn. Here, have some gelato. My theory is that the child is the one that doesn't get ice cream, for reasons. And then he gets 4. Oh wait, so it does decrease when he... It decreases from the pool of ice cream whenever he grabs them. I thought he got like 2 of the chocolate, but I guess maybe he got 2 of the special flavor. So Minatu has 1 chocolate, 2 special, and then 4 mint. Meaning that, well, that's just what we have to work with for giving flavors to everyone else. That's part of the math game. I'm pretty sure this isn't the correct timeline, but here, we'll give you some chocolate ice cream. Although she starts out on the beach, like very early on, right? So maybe she's supposed to get ice cream like at turn 1 or something even. Anyway. I don't feel bad about using the green cards from this end screen, just because this one is so much to work with. Wow, that's more than I thought. So pawn getting mint on the first turn was actually correct. I guess I know pawn better than I thought. It's all that dating, or touring, whatever. It paid off. And then Minetu, devouring Gelato on turn 5 is correct. And I also got the tub of Gelato with the special stuff on turn 6, really? So they're really the ones that didn't get any Gelato. Is that the correct answer? Alright, I think I can remember that. Pawn, and then Minetu at the halfway point, turn 5, along with the fishermen with their special fish. I feel like Minetu has to devour ice cream at the beginning, middle, and end, so maybe after pawn gets his, we give Minetu some right after, and that'll be enough time for Lectua to finish fishing. Did pawn actually have mint that first time that we ate ice cream with him? He might have. Here. Start your feast. Gorge yourself on Gelato. And now Lectua is free. Alright, so we know that Minetu is going to have 2 pieces of the special. The fishermen are going to have a tub of the special on turn 6. Don't know when or how much that takes up. But then Minetu at the very end has 4 more of the mint. Meaning there's only 2 mint left over. So I don't think Lectua is going to have mint. Just based on quantity, like probability based on the amount of available ice cream, I'm just going to guess Lectua is going to have chocolate because there's so much chocolate to go around, since Minetu isn't the one hogging it all. Oh, a large cone of chocolate for Lectua, okay. Wait, does it say like the amount on the card itself? I never noticed. Lectua, I didn't know you were that kind of guy. 4 scoops of chocolate Gelato? How funny. Wait, he left? Oh, so he has to keep going. So that's like a warning sign or something. Okay. But that is correct that he has it on turn... Wait, is that right? He has it on turn 2 and then he has to have it on turn 3, which means he has it on turn 5 as well? Okay. I guess I used the card on turn 5 thinking that it was correct that he had the second set of ice cream there or something, but I guess it's the same card being used multiple times, so that was the third and last time he had Gelato. I guess that makes sense, yeah. Okay, so mint with pawn. then Minute. And actually... no, it doesn't say like large cone or whatever until you click on it. So there's no way to tell just by looking at the card if they're gonna have 2 or 4 or 1 or whatever. Yeah, so he takes 1 turn to eat it because it's only 1 scoop. That means he has to eat it the immediate next turn, I guess. Itching to have more. And now he's gonna be eating that for 2 turns, so... I think Lecture is good to go. I do think he's gonna have the chocolate. He's gonna be our major chocolate eater. There's only 3 remaining, but I don't know who else is gonna have chocolate anyway. Is it turn 5 already? It is, yeah. Have your last bit. And then we're done with you for a while, right? Now we've got a bunch of special flavor left over. And we do know that the fishermen are next, based on the green card. So yeah, I guess this doesn't say that they got it. It just means that one of the fishermen went to the piazza to get a tub, but they don't actually get it. So when I combine this with the special flavor, does it actually like deplete the special flavor? They don't actually arrive to pick it up, do they? Yeah, it doesn't deplete from the cache over there. So now what? Mama Lucia just kind of popped in, right? So maybe we give one to her. It's gonna take her 4 turns to eat this all, and there's only 4 turns remaining, so... it's gotta be the special one, right? She can't have 4 of anything else. Unless it really was chocolate that she was eating and Nexua was supposed to get the special flavor. We'll see. And off goes Nexua. He's done. Oh, because he's going there. That's right, he has to be there. I like how it just kind of went up to that separate diorama. Yeah, so feeding Nexua early on is correct, because he has to finish to get there in time. This person doesn't get gelato for some reason. Is there not enough to, like, go around for the special flavor? He, like, brought a tub expecting to get a lot, but 2 little tokens worth of special flavor isn't enough to feed everyone on the fishing boat? Maybe. Alright. Gio and Seba aren't here yet. Chia has arrived, so we'll give it to her. She only has 1, I guess. So because she only has 1, maybe we give her chocolate because that evens things out. So we have an even 2-2-2. That might not be the correct answer. But we do know people only eat 1, 2, or 4. So someone has to eat 1 there. For the remaining 2 to be eaten, because no one will eat 3 chocolate. Unless we just have leftover ice cream at the very end, which might be the case, actually. They're talking about that funny bathroom incident. Oh great. Why aren't Gio and Seba here? Why haven't they arrived? Oh, it's because Mama Lucia is still eating? Is that why? No, that can't be it. I think she was still eating the last time. Well, they're not here. So I guess the child. She gets 2, right? And then there's the fire, just in the background. Oh, we didn't actually get to give the kid the ice cream because Tony was busy. Then I guess we have to do that earlier. I feel like we got the beginning somewhat solid. We tripped up somewhere in the middle though. They're not here. It doesn't matter. Gio and Seba, I guess they both get the same flavor, so they probably either get 2 or 4, probably 4, meaning my distribution is somewhat wrong. What did I do to make them appear in the piazza last time though? Yeah, so she has to finish her ice cream to call them out, that's why. Got it. So I do actually need to feed her earlier. And off goes the boat. Alright, we're almost there. I think 1 or 2 more tries. Let's see the green cards this time though. The beginning should be... Yeah, it's actually more than I thought. No, I guess I did think that I had it right up until turn 6. Because Minadu has a very strict schedule, so that's all pretty clear. And yet... Mama Lucia gets 4 flavors of ice cream, so... Unless... Let's just replay. Up until that point. Okay. Quickly now. It was pawn... with mint. I'm actually liking this one more than I thought I would. Just seeing everyone get their ice cream and all these little interactions from this event that we were never part of. It's funny to see happen. The Minadu has to go again. Okay. Next sexual. And I guess I was correct about the chocolate. He's a chocolate guy. I'm pretty sure if the card is green, that means the flavor is correct too, right? Not just that you had the correct person, but it's always green for whatever flavor you choose. Could that be a possibility? If that's the case, then I might have the flavors all wrong for everyone. Alright, we're down to this now. I think we do have to save like 4 things for Sebastiano and Giovanna. So that would only be the special flavor that we can save for them. Now the fishermen. They go for the special flavor, but they don't get it. For some reason, I don't know. I still might be wrong about this, I don't know. So this is the moment. We have to have Mama Lucia, like all of those previous 6 turns were correct, but we have to have Mama Lucia call out her children, But there's only 4 turns left, so she can't eat all the ice cream, so we need her to not have 4 pieces of ice cream by only giving her a flavor that there's only 2 of. We could do the chocolate, I guess, but I guess we want the kids to come out early as possible. And I don't think anyone else wants mint, as far as I'm aware. So yeah, you're on a diet, Mama Lucia. I'm sorry to say. Nectua goes on a rescue mission, ill-fated. Now Chia's here. I don't remember what I did on turn 7 last time. Did I give it to Chia or what? I think I did give it to Chia, but I must have chosen the wrong flavor. Maybe. So maybe Chia has a special flavor. We could try that this time. Because last time I gave her chocolate. Trying to round things out, I think. Wait, where'd Medeo go? Did this happen last time? Oh, because he went in to fetch his dad. Will this work? Without Medeo here? Oh, they're just in line. Oh, wait. What's going on? He got his ice cream this time. What was the difference? Oh, because there was enough... Well, he got 5 scoops, but I'm pretty sure I had more than 5 some other time. Well, now Chia's the one that didn't get any, but... No, wait, Medeo didn't go in to fetch his dad. What did he go in for? To empty the tub? Getting a bit lost here. Here. I'm just going to assume it's going to be... this? We can at least see how many scoops they get. Nothing's going to stop them this time. Maybe they just get 1 each. Oh, they're fighting because there's not enough flavors to go around. I like that. A little bit of flavor. This is like the incorrect timeline, I'm pretty sure, but... Wait. Oh. Interesting. So they do get 1 each, but it seems like that they were trying to get maybe 2 each or something. But there was only 3 chocolates, so they were fighting over who gets 2 or something. And the other person would get 1. I feel like I'm writing this into the diorama, even though that's not what's going on, but you can like project so much character onto these little standees just based on the way they move around. Even in the incorrect timelines. And then a cone for the child. No one's there to serve it. We're almost there. I think 1 more try, based on what's green here. If we got at least 1 more green card, I think we might be in the clear. Maybe. Alright, that's good. It is mint for Mama Lucia. But more importantly, the non-green cards inform me that Chia is not the special flavor. Or at least she's not the special flavor on that turn. Maybe the child is the one that goes on that turn? I'm not sure. It could be. Maybe the child wants the special flavor. Yeah. Let's try that. Wait. That makes sense. I'll have to review my footage to see why the fishermen didn't get their special flavor ice cream those other times I was trying, like the first few times. But it might just be that they're getting their tub filled out only on the correct timeline. And I only got up to the correct timeline these last couple of tries or something. Or this last one try, whatever. Okay, quickly now. Yes, you again. You're very high maintenance. That's what a grandpa is. But luckily your high maintenance-ness makes you easy to predict, and therefore helps us solve the mystery that much easier. And then it's your turn again. I think this is it. I think I'm about to solve it. We're gonna crack this case wide open. I might be calling my shot too early though. Fishermen come for special flavor. I guess they get 6 of them. I thought it was 5, but it's actually 6. And then what was here again? Mama Lucia? Right, to get her children out. She's gotta eat the mint. I'm glad I did actually save this one for this episode rather than doing it in the last episode. This one turned out to be the entire episode. It's so long. Alright, so Chia arriving made me think that she was getting ice cream next, but... What was that? Wait. Did that happen last time? Well, I think this is the next answer. The child wants the special flavor on this turn. Oh wait, was that not even... Alright, so this did happen last time. Yeah, I just forgot. I guess he goes in to fill the tub. That's what I mistook for him going in for his grandpa last time. Or for his dad. So yeah, she's the one that doesn't get any ice cream. I was pretty sure that was the case from the beginning. Because she's like the odd one out. The mystery girl. And she doesn't get it because that guy gets all the ice cream. And what does the kid do when she wants ice cream? We're about to find out. Alright, so I think I've cracked this case open for the most part, but now we just have the trouble of actually figuring out the rest of this. There's only 2 turns left, so it's just a 50-50 at this point if it's Tia or the kids. Yeah, because her dad's distracted by the whole thing, she goes off to get her ice cream. Alright, moment of truth. It's gotta be chocolate, obviously. Chia gets 1 and the other kids get 2, but which one goes first? Well, we know that Chia gets 1. Let's just see. Before, when we tried it with 3 tokens left and the kids went for it, they both got 1 anyway. So the math works out either way, but... Did we need the kids to fight over the ice cream? A lot of strange things happened just then. I think Chia was the right move because she left for the fire. And the kids stay behind with their mom, so that maybe makes sense. Mama Lucia was looking for Tonu's daughter. But maybe because the kids are getting ice cream, she'll be too distracted? Yeah, Giovanna is a smart kid. She can just get it herself. But they'll fight over it anyway. There's enough to go around. It's an even number for an even split. But they still fight over it. I guess it was just my imagination that they fought over the extra scoop. Still, a fun thing to project onto them. And then it was exactly like I thought. The math just works out perfectly. It was a numbers game all along. And she goes for her ice cream. Alright. It was the answer that we thought all along, that she was on the boat. Was that not obvious? Well, I guess it wasn't obvious until they told us that Tonu lost his daughter. But yeah, I guess Diana only just figured it out. I thought she knew all along. I can't believe it. Seems crazy, but that must be what happened. What are you talking about, Diana? You're both cats. Let's go talk to Tonu. I'll explain everything. Okay. What do you want? I told you we'd be back. We never left. We just went to the Mine Palace. Which is, I guess, a separate dimension or something. Whatever. Okay, here you both are then, so what? Fine, I'll keep my trap shut. Let's hear it. What have you dreamed up to torment me with this time? Tonu, there's no easy way to say this, but... Well, even though it sounds crazy, Peina is... In the wrong season? You must be sweating like crazy in that sweater, kiddo. It's breathable. She is your daughter. What? What the hell are you saying? My Veronica was just a cub, only 5 years old. Veronica? It all adds up. That night, your daughter accidentally ended up in a fishing boat, bound for Genoa. For whatever reason, it was never able to come back, but it's all too much of a coincidence to ignore. What coincidences are you talking about? My daughter disappeared a year ago, and here you are breaking my heart with these tales. Is this some kind of joke, you darn? I'm gonna beat... Signor Gattoni, what do you want? This might seem like a stupid question, but... What was your daughter's favorite gelato flavor? Something Medeu makes for Patron Saint's Festival. Is this the special name of the special flavor? Pirate? It tastes of mackerel and orange. Don't judge, Diana. Mackerel and orange? That's the one! The pirate flavor. What did you say? The pirate flavor. I remember the taste so well. Mackerel and orange. It's not possible. Veronica. Is it really you? I think so. Dad? My daughter. My little girl came back. Give me a hug. No. There's actually an animation for it. I'm glad. Touching, says Diana. Even she has a soft spot for Tonu in a moment like this. Diana, if I'd known you'd give me such a remarkable gift in the end, I'd have given you the red carpet treatment from the start. Yeah? Well, it's too late. But, water under the bridge. Sorry for all the trouble I gave you. I was a jerk. Of the worst kind. That's alright, Tonu. I'm just happy for you. Come, Veronica. Let's go. We have to make up for all this lost time. Mamma mia. You're absolutely gorgeous. Just like your dad. Don't exactly see the resemblance, but again, I don't really know how the genetics work in this anthropomorphic reality. Okay. See you soon, Diana. I don't know what to say. Thank you. I'll see you. The story was a happy ending, was just what we needed. Happy ending. It seems impossible, but these two are actually father and daughter. I'm not crying. I just got a bit of family reunion in my eye. Even if it didn't make any sense, Tony was convinced his daughter was still a kid. Hold on, Diana. Hold that thought. I know what you're getting at. I was right there with you all last episode and even several episodes before then. Borgia Marina is weird. It's the ice cream. Right? And that she disappeared just a year ago. Okay, so it was last year's festival. Clearly impossible. It doesn't make any sense. How can that be? What's going on in this town? Or perhaps I should say, what happened? All I know is for now, I need to give my mind a rest. No one could deny me a little afternoon nap. Last supper, Tonu invited us to eat at Mama Lucia's to celebrate the return of his daughter Pena. I guess I'm starting my diet tomorrow. Once again. Oh, we have to return home before eating dinner? Okay. Well, we'll do that. Still reeling from some of these revelations. Again. I guess Veronica, or Pena, whatever name she's going to go by, and Tonu had the worst of it. But I'm still reeling from this timeline revelation. Don't know if I have all the pieces yet, but I think we got the biggest piece of all. We'll see. Now would be a good time to take a break.
Lasciatevi trasportare dalla magia della musica e ricordatevi che la capra è il migliore animale che c'è. Dopo la donna.